Hi guys, we're back, and and don't mind this handsome young man. His name is Emil.
It's Emil.
Yeah, I almost said I almost said email.
I thought you were gonna say MJ.
Some people actually say that sometimes, but
I was like when he messaged me like, hold on, let me check Emil. I almost read, let me check email. But anyway, say hi to the nice people.
hello.
And so, we just saw, what did we see?
Went to go watch Spider-Man Homecoming.
And I have been waiting for this for a while. I mean, as someone who, I know I'm gonna get shot for this, but I really like the Andrew Garfield movies, and I'm sad that he's not getting another one. But this one, I'm still happy with it. Tom Holland did a good job.
Okay, also get down, Mr. President.
What?
Never mind, I think you're good. Alright.
No one's gonna Uncle Ben me.
I was just making sure. I was making sure!
No,
How do we know?
So, non-spoilery thoughts.
Alright.
I really like this movie. It's a good coming-of-age story, but without the origin we all know already.
Hey guys, guess what? We don't have to watch Uncle Ben get shot again!
Because unless...
Wait, what? We have to watch Bruce Wayne's parents die? Okay then, alright, got it. Okay,
But don't
anyway.
you see? It's for
Slow
the...
motion.
In slow motion.
In slow motion, yes.
But don't you see? It's for the people who've been living under a rock and don't know the origins.
Okay, can we be real for a second? I know Uncle Ben dying was a big point, right?
Yeah.
But let's just say you lived under a rock and you're just watching this movie and you've seen the other MCU movies, right? Guess what? Nobody cares.
I mean, I'm very sure it'll be a point later.
I mean, sure, later, but like, here's the thing. Nobody talks about him. Nobody mentions him in this movie. Nobody cares. It's not a relevant point in this movie.
We vaguely kind of mention it, but not really. I mean,
we kind of just say, okay, the best we get is probably like, what's her name? Freaking Aunt May. There you go.
So
right.
Pete says that she's been through stuff.
Yeah, and then you know that she's like the only family Pete has. But you know, the point is,
we don't have to see it.
We don't even mention it. It's like, look, we know, we understand, we're done. Never again.
It's like if there's one person out there, don't tell me that you don't know Spider-Man's origin. It's just, it's.
And if you don't, that's fine. But
yeah.
It's just. I'm just happy. All right, let's just all be happy. Can we all just be happy? All right.
Yes.
Anyway, stop.
Wait, you want us to be Pete's babysitter?
No.
So, wait, Emil, what did you think?
Definitive Spider-Man. Period.
My man said definitive.
I can respect that. Yeah. I mean, the main criticism with like Andrew Garfield's and Tobey's own is that Tobey was more nerdy than normal, whereas Andrew's was more cool than normal.
To me, it's definitely for Andrew's case, he was definitely like
more.
Like
cool
you look
than
at him and you're like, dude, this is an above average dude. Let's just be realistic here. You look at Tobey Maguire and
you think
he's like, yeah, he's the. But the thing is, for me, Tobey Maguire feels too old. And like that's something I kind of realized recently is like how old everyone like feels, how old they're supposed to portray their characters, which is supposed to be a high school setting, and how old they actually look.
But with this one, with Tom Holland, I feel like he's balance between the two.
It's totally perfect.
He's a dork. We get that straight across in this movie, that he and his friends are dorks.
Yeah, and they're losers. But the thing is, he himself is adorable.
He was dorky, he was geeky.
But not, I wouldn't say...
Not like a stereotype, though.
Yeah, not like a stereotype, not... I'll use this word as I can, pathetic, I guess?
Yeah, that's a good point.
And, dude, it's like, a body like that for a 15-year-old...
Bro!
He lifts.
Yeah, he lifts.
No, okay, no. The arms, nah.
He lifts and he also dances.
No, the arms, nah. But the chest and the abs, bro. You could freaking bake steak on those abs.
And
Damn!
I'm trying very hard to remember. 15. It's not like Andrew Garfield. It's not like Andrew Garfield where I can make that defense. This kid is clearly 15. I can't go that far.
You were
Yeah, Andrew Garfield was around, like, he was in his late 20s, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Filming Spider-Man?
But in the movie, that his version of Peter was like still 16 or 17.
Yeah, which
But at least I could defend, like, it's Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
But Tom Holland, he has the face of a 15-year-old.
he's perfect. He's perfect for the role. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He's an actual kid. At least I don't know how old is he.
He's like, oh, Tom Holland himself, I think he's still in his early 20s.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well.
Well, baby face. You
Wait,
know.
really?
He
Oh.
could still.
Well, I mean,
I could be
Tom
wrong.
Holland?
Yeah, Tom Holland. How
No,
old
he's
is
not,
he?
he's not 20 yet at all.
Oh, really? How old
Perfect. See?
I think he's 16 or 17.
is he? That's a first. Like, how often do we find, like, actors who are the same age as
Okay.
their...
Can we be
like,
real?
especially kids.
Can we be real for a second? Okay. So this is a case where child acting is good. Let's be real here. Okay. Like a lot of child acting movies you see, child acting usually is a negative. All right. But in this movie, it's actually really good.
It's convincing.
It's convincing. It fulfills the role. Even like the other like child-esque characters. Keep in mind, a lot of characters in this movie are technically underage, right? So
Yeah,
we could-
I definitely. I wouldn't
So, like,
think that Ned or
I guess
Liz were
I guess
20.
the proper term would probably be adolescent characters, right?
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of our we have a huge variety of adolescent people, and they're all
They're all good.
they're all good, and they all fulfill their roles. So yeah, there you go. Bringing
Then let's see. The story again. It's a coming of age story for a superhero. You know, teenage superhero. But
Yeah.
again, without the origin of Spider-Man. You already
Yeah.
know this at this point. I mean, we'll probably touch on where his powers came from.
But even then, it's like I like how you can watch this movie and still like not know much about Spider-Man, but still enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
Like, overall, the movie itself is just fantastic.
I mean, you see what he can do anyway. Well, even again, unless you've lived under a rock, you should know what
But, like-
Spider-Man should be able to do.
Yeah, I just enjoy like watching Tom Holland be Spider-Man, and he basically is trying to like prove himself to Tony Stark in this whole story, and it's just a really good thing to watch.
And also, I like how not only does it incorporate, it really does incorporate itself into the MCU,
Yeah.
but it also, in a way, it speeds it up in a way that I think the DCU wants to try. Like, it wants to get you up to speed,
Yep.
but this one
Yeah.
succeeds.
The thing is, though, too, is the other thing I do like is that it doesn't like take up a big chunk of the movie. You know what I mean? Like they'll say something now and again, but like, "Hey, we got this thing for Captain America. Hey, we did this with Thor. Hey, this is going on," right? They say these things, right? But it's just like a quick one-liner. Whereas like DC kind of had like this whole big like maybe 15-minute chunk of like just like explaining everything and like who all these people are. Whereas just Marvel's just like, "Oh, here's these few lines, all right? Now you guys know these things are happening, and there you go."
And also, they're gonna they obviously needed to bring it up to speed. We couldn't do an origin again.
Yeah, obviously.
Because Spider-Man, we've been waiting for this long for Spider-Man to be in the MCU.
Yeah, but I just want to say a few things though. First up, the intro for the movie is good.
Set up for villains at least.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just like it's set up for the villain, but like the thing I like is like you get to see like pre-Civil War, Civil War itself, and then post-Civil War.
Through Pete's cell phone. I'm very sure the cracks were because of Civil War. You notice the cracks on his phone?
Yeah, I mean, hey.
Don't tell me that wasn't from the Civil War fight. Because
And I love how like Robert Downey Jr. still has like a black eye from fighting with Captain America,
Okay,
and he's trying to like
that was
he's
a
trying
good
to
detail.
yeah, and he's trying to like tell Aunt May, hey, he's on an internship.
Oh, I think we're going into like spoiler territory. Like, okay, non-spoilery.
Okay.
Let's.
All right,
overall,
one thing.
It's in the trailers.
It's
Yeah.
in the trailers.
Okay, well, one thing though I like to point out though. Okay, I know a lot of people argue like Aunt May's so young. You know what I mean? She looks so young.
It didn't really bother me that much.
Honestly, I don't think Aunt May looks that young. Aunt May totally looks 45. Okay?
At the very least, appropriate to her age compared to Peter's.
Yeah.
I could buy that. This is.
Yeah, I could buy that too. Cause like, how old?
It's not grandma. It's aunt.
Yeah. Anyway, how old is she, Emil?
Yeah, I don't
Like-
know the actress's name, but she is in her 50s.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Like, I mean, like, yeah, it's like, oh, I had a nephew at freaking what age? Let's say she's like 40 something in this movie, right? At least she's supposed to be, okay? And you know, oh, I had a nephew at like age 25. I mean, hey, that's pretty. I can buy that. You know what I mean? Because Peter Parker is 15 in this movie.
And plus,
the character.
And plus, like in the Ultimate Spider-Man series, I know that some people don't like it because it feels more like Deadpool, but the Aunt May there, she's like the cool aunt.
Yeah.
Who for some reason looks like Martha Stewart. Strangely, it's her character design. I don't know why, but she doesn't look that old, but at least proportionate to her age compared to Peter.
Yeah. Again, it's not that bad.
And if her, being active,
and even then, like pointing out like the whole back to like the we're gonna probably do this a lot. We're gonna compare it to the old Spider-Man, right? Tobey Maguire, right? Remember I said people kind of look too old. I mean, Aunt May's another one. Really? Aunt May is like remember Aunt May? Yeah. Aunt May's like a grandma in that movie. You know
like
what I mean?
Really old.
But like Tobey Maguire, and again, like Tobey Maguire is supposed to play this high school student, but again, you can clearly tell this dude's 20. You know what I mean? At least, okay. And like Aunt May she's a grandma in the movie. You know what I mean? Like 100%.
And it's like here, and then in the second movie, yeah, it felt more natural. Like when we see Pete as a kid in the Andrew Garfield movie. She doesn't have the gray hair or anything. She looks more proportionate, to her age. Then when Peter becomes a teenager, she gets the gray hair and everything and looks a lot older.
Yeah.
Although I kind of like that version of Aunt May and Uncle Ben because they quip more with each other as an old couple.
Oh yeah. Another point in this movie's favor. I'm kind of glad for once we don't have to hear with great power comes with great responsibility. We understand. We don't have to hear it again. Oh my god! But this time it presents a new lesson. It's like, hey, look, you don't need this super thing to be super. Basically,
that's actually which is a lot better.
Which is a great message. You know what I mean? Like,
we have now inserted this new jingle.
Yeah, but now we don't have to hear with great power comes great responsibility.
Which has basically become the ad for Spider-Man.
That's become a meme on the internet. What do you mean?
No, it's Spider-Man's ad at this point. It's like the SM jingle.
I know, right? Like, jeez.
It's like the McDonald's or the Alpha Insurance jingle. Welcome to Spider-Man, where great power comes great responsibility. But
is that what he says when he delivers pizza?
Yes.
You wanted a pizza with great power comes great responsibility. That'll be $20.
But yeah, we really like this movie.
This movie's really good. Like some of the characters are definitely they feel kind of one note.
But this is more of a movie focused on Spidey.
Yeah,
it's more focused on him.
And to me, just again watching Tom Holland just fool around, it's just great. The movie's very well paced. I like seeing how things go from point A to point B.
Yeah, there was just no slow points at all.
Yeah, this movie doesn't drag, which is really good. I think. I like how things lead into each other.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And the sweet irony, but we'll get into that.
I know, it's a spoiler. There's a really good twist, holy crap. But
yeah, go see this movie. If there are any flaws, then it's not that noticeable, apparently, with the first viewing, but...
Yeah.
But it's a good starting movie for this new Spider-Man for Tom Holland. It's really good.
I definitely think like solid 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
9.
At least as a first movie.
That's just me being a critic, but hey, there you go.
No, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
It's not like I still think like Captain America: The First Avenger is like and the Iron Man first movie, like they're
oh my god, the first
ones.
Okay, yeah. Okay, like
those two are my favorites among the origin stories for them.
Yeah.
And also they were the ones that had the most impact. So, but this one, it's a good one.
100% great. Yeah. All right, so
Emil,
you want to say anything?
No, I'm good.
Not spoiler? Yeah, right.
Spoilery!
Alright, now we can talk about everything.
But let me check the time on this thing.
Go for it. We're going to talk about everything.
Well, it's at 9%.
How much percent? Okay, we
9%, and we're at the we're 5 minutes. Or, I would say 9.
9 minutes?
Yeah, or, to be safe, 7 minutes.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay, so spoiler,
No, we're going in!
We're going spoiler as best as we can.
Alright, so first up, I want to address the elephant in or actually basically the plot of this movie, right? Basic plot. Construction guys who are cleaning up the first Avengers mess, okay? The whole space alien thing.
Because
right?
collateral damage, yeah, the Chitauri thing.
Yep.
Because collateral damage, and there's obviously people that do clean it up.
Yep.
I mean, all this alien tech has to go somewhere, and I
Yep.
do like that they acknowledge that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of this high-tech stuff, this can easily go on the black market.
Yep, and it does. And sure enough, someone is trying to make weapons with it and makes a lot of money off of it. That's basically the plot. And basically, Peter Parker finds out about this as Spider-Man, and he's like, hey, I can maybe become an actual Avenger if I take these guys down.
Yeah, I could probably disregard what Tony Stark told me and then go take on the bad guys myself.
Again,
this can only end in good.
It's the... I mean, it did.
It did.
I mean, it's the whole rebellious teenager thing, you know what I mean? It's just perfect, you know what I mean? It's something Spider-Man would do.
And something
You know
Tony will have to relate to.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, he wants to try and impress Mr. Stark as best as possible.
Mr. Stark Senpai noticed me, anyway.
Yeah.
Please.
Now I'm just imagining.
Alright, so we're talking about Tom Holland, okay? Let's talk about... You know who I really want to talk about? I want to talk about Vulture. Okay, first up,
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton's amazing, alright? Michael Keaton is that animated old guy. He's so great. He's so hammy. He's amazing, okay? My thing is, though, freaking... I want his jacket, and I want a suit. Can we be real and just say Vulture's character design in this film is amazing?
It's really good. I mean, I've seen better, but obviously, you know, the comic books.
Yeah.
But this one is not that bad.
Yeah.
And also, it amazed me how much damage that thing took before it exploded.
I know. Like,
How much abuse those wings could take. Because mind you, wings are not supposed to take that kind of a... I'm very sure that's not what wings are for.
Yeah, can I just say my man will give my man Falcon a run for his money?
Oh, yeah.
Hold that.
I half expected, like, the blades of the wing to go... That would be scary, though.
But like, that was dope. Like, honestly, I love his character. I love how he is. We have the Shocker.
Which one? The one that... The pile of ashes?
Oh, yo, the pile of ash. Yeah, so for those who don't know, the Shocker basically... I guess he got shocked. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you can shame me for that pun later, alright? I don't care.
It's okay. Peter Parker made that pun too.
I know he did.
And you know, like, we found a replacement. Here we go. Yeah. I swear, like, giving it to a black guy, is this a reference to, like, I forgot his name. The guy from the second Amazing Spider-Man movie.
Oh,
the Electrode? Yeah.
Electro.
Is this a reference to Electrode? Okay. But, yeah, Yes, full name, Keaton. Yes.
Keaton's amazing. And also,
Yeah.
So just talk about something else too. So this
But
movie.
if I have to say what was my favorite scene in this movie, it would be, of course, the car scene between Vulture and Spidey. You know, just the gears turning. Like,
Okay,
You
that's the thing. That's the thing. We gotta lead up to that because this is where we have to talk about Liz first.
Liz.
Liz is our one-off romantic interest of the week, right? Which I'm kind of glad she is because it makes room for MJ and like Gwen Stacy because Gwen Stacy's a goddess. Anyway, none of you dispute that. Okay.
No, I won't dispute that because you saw Amazing Spider-Man.
I know it was just anyway. Back to the point, okay?
But
The point is, okay, is that
I was we get introduced to Liz, this romantic interest that even I have never heard of before.
I think she's
Nah,
new.
she's probably the original character
Yeah,
for the movie.
I think it's 100% new. And again, it's just like I like how it's your typical I'm a nerd dude, but like I like this chick and whatever, right? It's your typical high school romance thing.
I'm a sophomore, she's a senior, and I'm asking her out to homecoming.
Yeah, it's like pretty much what it is. But the thing is though, it's like the reason why Liz is like semi-important is because in relation to Vulture, she is Vulture's daughter, which is like, whoa, oh shit. Which you find out later in the movie in the best way possible. Peter's like, alright, I'm gonna go take this chick out to homecoming. Holy shit, this is the guy that's been trying to kill me all week.
I had my suspicions, like, is she in some way related to the guy? Oh.
I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah, same. Just listening to the whole theater all at once go, oh!
And I was like, smell that, Tomas? It's irony. It smells so good.
It's like, you'll get fucked. Anyway, like, so then after that, freaking, of course, you know, leads into all three of our characters, being in a confined space of the car, and Vulture eventually figure out, hey, Peter Parker's Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's
Which
like
to me, it's like that's a great way to figure it out. Like he was able to piece it together.
he wasn't there at the decathlon.
But the thing is, though, it's like
He saved my daughter. He wasn't at my daughter's party. He knows Mr. Stark. Oh my gosh, you're his secretary!
See, here's the thing, all right? It's like I won't lie, like him piecing that together, I could see it.
That was really good.
I can see it, but I kind of don't see it. You know what I mean?
Like,
He didn't have a lot of information to do that. Let's be real here. But like, he kind of heard the voice and shit, which makes sense.
although, what's funny to me is that when he smiled, when he pieced it together,
He's
and
like,
then the green light came on, like,
Yeah, and
Okay,
okay,
this-
signaled him to actually drive. He was like in the moment.
symbolism.
He was in the moment.
Symbolism.
are you the vulture or are you the goblin?
Symbolism.
Because of that smile, man. That just reminds me of...
I told you,
Willem Dafoe.
Michael Keaton, man. But yeah, really Dafoe though. Like,
We had, like... If you wanted to do... Well, we couldn't do the vulture because Harry's not in this thing. Oh yeah, Harry's not in this thing. Harry Osborn is not.
I'm kind of glad he's
The
not here.
Osborns aren't in the movie at all.
Yes,
Thank
I'm kinda-
Which
goodness!
is a good
I know,
thing.
right?
How much
Yo.
do they have to get the spotlight?
Can I be real here for a second? Like, you know, when you really think about it, how do all these Marvel companies freaking exist? Okay, like you got Stark Industries, right? That's a company.
Well,
right?
they all do.
No, hang on. I got you. Wait. Stark Industries, Hammer Incorporated, Osborn.
Well, they're all enterprises, so they all do different things. That's the point of an enterprise.
I know. It's just what does Osborn do?
It's
'Cause-
either tech
'Cause-
or...
Because Stark does saving people now. That's what he does now.
But still does tech. And also,
Yeah.
I do know that Oscorp and Stark Industries always compete with each other. It's always been like
okay.
that.
All right. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know
It's
that.
kind of like LexCorp versus Wayne Industries. It's always competing.
Oh, okay. So we're just gonna say Ned is kind of, to an extent, because he brought up a valid
I
point.
think I like him better than Harry Osborn in a way.
100%. Because the thing is, Harry's kind of emotionless. He's kind of just that emo kid.
Yeah, I was
He's
about
not very.
to say that.
He's not very. Yeah, right. He's
Yeah.
not very entertaining at all. But like,
Like in other depictions, he is,
Yeah.
but Ned is adorable. He's just that friend who just really supports you in everything, and just let me be your wingman. Let me be your guy in the chair. Let me be
I
your,
can be your guy in the chair anytime.
But first, help me build the Death Star.
That handshake though.
Yeah. I know. Hey, let's be real. We've all been nerds. We've all had those handshakes. Even this movie's like, it's kind of relatable. Kind of.
Also, that Star Wars, the Star Wars Lego things.
Cross promotion, man.
It's yeah.
It
That's
was
100%.
I saw in the credits, Star Wars Legos, courtesy of Lucasfilm.
It's almost as if Disney owns Marvel. Oh wait, they own Star Wars too? Huh? I wonder.
Nerds, have we hammered it in that they're nerds? No, the only way we could hammer it in that they're nerds is if if anyone ever found out of him being in the suit, he would just say, I swear I'm just cosplaying, I'm gonna go win Comic-Con.
See, here's the thing.
You could do that as an excuse. Cosplaying
No, but-
exists in the
No,
Marvel
but-
universe.
No, but here's the thing, though. I mean, yeah, we all saw we saw all the ATM film, right? The ATM part of the movie. So there you go. But
And
like,
also, people, even a lot of the times in the comics, like, is that a suit or are you just cosplaying?
okay,
It happens.
Hold on. Back to the movie.
But yeah, back to the movie.
Okay. All right. There you go. You're welcome. We got you. Anyway, freaking Ned's he's just such a great supporting character, and that's just generally what he does.
And I loved how he took the bullet for Pete, for Pete during the dance. I'm watching.
Porn. That was great, man.
He gets caught in the library by himself, and it's like all dark. What are you doing? I'm watching porn.
That
was
kid,
great.
he deserves a
Yo,
medal.
can we give him a Bromie Award? Give this man a Bromie Award.
I'm probably gonna get suspended for this, but I'm helping Spider-Man.
I know, right? It's been an honor helping you, Spider-Man.
Also, yeah, it's just not only is he helping him like keep the secret, but also providing the technical know-how for him.
Yeah.
Now I swear, like, is Ned based on anyone that I know? It's like, do I know any other overweight? No offense.
Person from Kim Possible. Who's that kid?
That's Wade. So it's Ned is.
While you do that, freaking. What was the next guy?
Ned.
Flash.
Right, Flash is not a jock anymore.
Yeah, he's not a jock.
He's a nerd kid now, so there you go. That's a huge change. Trying to think of who else.
He likes to give Peter names.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's always.
Parker.
But that's always been his thing, you know what I mean? He's always been the bully, you know what I mean? That's just how he's supposed to be. Freaking.
Oh, jeez.
Liz is a one-off, we know that. Freaking. That's a. And then we got like Tony Stark. Tony Stark's just basically your dad character of the film. Granted, he still has the attitude, and you know, totally is still Tony Stark. Robert Downey Jr. is still an amazing guy. Obviously, you know, he still makes his typical jokes. Still says all the things he's supposed to say, like, hey, look, we're just gonna call it this, alright?
Oh, Ned's a Miles Morales supporting character.
Oh.
Oh, wait. He's
What?
currently he's the African American Spider-Man supporting character.
Oh. Okay.
And apparently a whole bunch of other things, which I will not spoil because, you know...
Back to the movie!
Back to the movie, yeah, back to the movie. So, like, anyway...
Yeah, that's
Who else can we... What else can we talk about
That's like-
other than the fact that this movie is a good origin for...
I mean, like I said, this movie is definitely well shot. A lot of the scenes of the movie feel very... I mean, obviously, it's from Marvel. Yeah, I get it. All right?
And how...
You guys can shoot
hammer-
at me all you want. I know it's from Marvel, okay? But this movie feels very comic book-like. Hey, guess what, guys? I don't think there's any slow motion in this movie ever. Just take that, Zack Snyder.
And also, it's like, I like how the suit, like, no, I'm not checking out this 15-year-old kid, but the suit itself, I am convinced that this is a comic book.
Yeah.
It's very cartoony.
Oh, yeah,
and
can we
slender.
talk about Karen?
Karen is best AI so far.
Karen
whoa.
is a
Wait, no,
adorable.
not next to Friday. Next to Friday. Friday is best AI.
Karen is
No,
adorable.
never mind.
Damn, there's too many. Yeah, here's the list of, like... Okay, so, like...
Okay, if I had to choose Jarvis,
Oh, yo, I respect Jarvis.
Jarvis, Friday, then Karen. Karen is...
Okay. I'm gonna bump Karen up to number 2.
Karen is
She's
adorable.
like, she's like girl best friend, whereas Ned is guy best friend, Karen is girl best friend.
Yeah. I love how Marvel does reference their old Spider-Man movies. And they're like, hey, look, this happened, but like, we're not gonna do it here. They definitely had some moments in which, like, hey, we could totally rip this out of Spider-Man 1, or hey, we could totally rip this out of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, but they didn't. And the movie does make fun of itself for doing stuff like that, which I enjoy, honestly.
And also, but there's one thing that we have to carry over from the Spider-Man movies. The Stan Lee cameo.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, boy.
The Stan Lee cameo.
Where,
Don't
and
make
he's,
me go down there, punk.
hey, Jerry! How you doing? Oh, fine.
How's your mother?
But, and also, I do love, like, how, you know, Pete just getting used to his new powers and
I
everything.
like how, that's another thing. I like how we get to see Spider-Man fuck up in this movie.
Oh, what was that?
It's his light turning
Yeah.
on.
What did we do?
No bueno.
No!
Wait, no bueno?
Okay.
There you go.
I guess that'll work.
Alright. By the way, yeah,
Yeah.
outside of the Vulture attacking us, maybe. Anyway, freaking...
The action scenes in this movie, really good. Especially, like, I know it was in the trailer, but... And also we had to rely on Tony to save us. That ferry scene, really good. Although
Oh my
I
God.
still like... the Washington Monument.
oh my god, this movie just has so many great action... Like, the action sequences in the movie are just freaking amazing.
Dude, oh yeah, the web pits.
Yeah.
The flying
The
flying webs on his arms, on his pits. That was so sick.
Yeah,
When he found
him
out, he was,
aerodynamic.
like, super surprised.
Yeah, that was insane.
and then he flipped over and he used it to help him flip over the helicopter and then use the momentum to swing back into the window.
That was crazy. Okay,
And then pull up the elevator.
Well, I think my favorite thing, honestly, was it was with the airplane. Like,
yeah.
there's so many instances where you're like, bro, this kid's dead. And he's living. He's living.
As Edna Mode said, this is why no capes. Turbine.
That scene was
But webs are okay.
crazy.
But webs and
That
a sweater.
was insane. That was absolutely...
But goggles and a sweater vest?
Like
Or-
yeah, he did all that without a suit. Like, that is insane.
he was able to do it in a monkey suit, darling. I love it.
Stop.
But yeah, there's not much to say. This is just, it's a very
It's just a fantastic movie.
It is.
Straight up. It's just such a fantastic movie. The characters are great. The funny moments in this movie are great. I do love how, that's another thing, I love Ned. I love how Ned's just all questioning Spider-Man. Like, hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do that? Hey, what about this? Do you lay eggs?
Dude, do you really want me to break open all the safety protocols? Just do it. Okay.
They're all, you know, he's a rebellious teenager. That's why Tom Holland's just perfect. So good.
The suit itself.
The suit itself is great.
Oh my god.
And of course, the best part being Karen. It's like, you told me to choose one! It's like...
That's your moment, Peter. Kiss her. And I'm like, yo, Karen, let's be real. We all need a Karen in our lives. All of us do.
So we need somebody to tell us, like, okay, instant kill mode. No, don't use the ult yet!
Don't use the instant kill mode. What? No, I don't want to kill anyone.
Yeah, the instant kill mode.
Oh, yo,
interrogation mode.
Should I activate enhanced interrogation mode?
No. This is the Ben Affleck
That was
reverbing
a joke.
voice.
That was a joke on Batfleck,
Oh
for sure.
god, dude! Like, what a shot
That
against
was a
like
jab.
all of DC.
Sorry, Karen. No, we're not doing that.
And I
no.
love how at the end of the day it worked out, because it's like at the end of the day, apparently he's like, "Hey man, you saved my life. I got you, fam." It's like, yo, this is dope. And then he's like, "Hey, look, you gotta fix this." He's like, he got webbed onto his car, and he's like, "Nope, sorry, you're a bad guy."
But I got ice cream in there.
It'll come off in 2 hours. Nope, sorry,
But
you're
I
a
got
criminal.
ice cream in there, man. Okay, sorry, I just had to switch to different camera mode. But yeah, so final thoughts, since we've basically run out. This is why charging a camera is important, people. But yeah, so final thoughts.
Fantastic movie.
Yeah, it's,
Holy crap, totally worth it.
Yeah, definitely not a Fantastic Four movie. Fox, we thought you were learning, but
No,
now
they are.
But now you're learning. But now you're really learning.
They're never gonna learn.
Just work more with Marvel, then this will turn out fine. Keep taking lessons from Marvel, just like how, I don't know if this is a good analogy, but how Peter's taking lessons from Tony Stark. I don't know if that's a good analogy.
I'm actually questioning the fuck out of that analogy. I don't think that's good at all.
Exactly, you know what I mean.
I think that's the worst analogy.
But Peter saved the day and became an Avenger.
He didn't, but he did that without listening to Tony Stark. He did the opposite.
He did that all on his own.
No, but here's the thing, right? So, like, Tony Stark said, don't do anything I would do, but also don't do anything I wouldn't do. There's a gray area,
and
do that.
That should be the new slogan instead of power and responsibility.
No, fucking shut up.
Yes. Yes. Be that gray line that isn't me, or that is barely me sometimes.
Yo, can I be honest with you? That's gonna be my new life quote. That's the life quote. That's gonna be my new motto. So, don't do anything I would do, but also do anything I wouldn't do.
So yeah, this movie's worth it. Go see it. Definitely.
Also, oh yeah, right. Happy's also in this movie. Happy's a dick. Fuck Happy.
Because he doesn't want to be a babysitter. It's like, I was this guy's security
but
guard, now I have to be babysitter.
I know, but fuck you, Happy.
Oh, and another character that comes back after 3 movies of not being here. Pepper comes back.
Oh my, yes.
I know, right? Where's she been?
Well,
oh, that's right. She's the head of Stark Industries now.
And also, she and Tony were having a rough patch, and they didn't want her to be in the same room for a bit.
That was funny.
Wow, she hasn't been in an MCU movie since 2013.
Yeah.
And Happy's been holding this ring since 2008.
What?
Happy is like the next level bromy too. Like, damn.
Well, it's Happy. Happy Hogan has always been like that with Tony. So anyway, again, and we have to acknowledge, at least, this does take place after Civil War, obviously. And I cannot believe what is required by the state for schools to show.
Oh yeah, okay, we talk about that at the end. Okay, so first up, there's 2 post.
I believe it.
Hey guys, there's 2 post-credit scenes, all right? So I recommend the first one, okay?
It's a villain one.
The first one's a villain one. Hey, I know who Peter Parker is. Hey, we're gonna go work on with other villains. We're gonna kill him. Simple as that, right? Okay.
The interesting tidbit about that post scene is that the guy who was talking to
dude who plays Vulture. I didn't catch his real name. That is actually Voss from Far Cry 3.
Huh.
I was like, what? I'm pretty sure I've seen his face before.
That's cool.
And to see him in a Marvel movie is like, who are you? I really want to know who you are right now. Yeah.
I want to say that with all the mutated bits, I want to say that he's the new Lizard, I think, maybe. And also the spiny bits in the side.
Maybe.
What if he's Carnage?
Nah. Carnage spun off from Venom, so...
Well, I mean, there's gonna be a Venom solo
Eventually.
movie, too,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
that is gonna be part of the MCU
So
somehow.
now I wonder, like...
And rated R.
Hey,
Well, it's a
Last I
Venom.
remember.
But the second post-credit scene...
oh my god. Okay, so... spoilers! I mean, upon spoilers, okay? I mean, I don't know. Should we talk about it? Should we let them... you know...
Well, we know
You
the
know what?
important lesson.
Yeah, the important lesson of this movie, you gotta say all the way to the end for this post-credit scene, and the important lesson is patience, guys.
Patience.
Patience, guys.
Played the nooch.
Alright, look, we're just gonna say it. Look, you get freaking rickrolled by Captain America. Like, why?
I still hate that suit.
Well, it's his 1940s suit where he had to wear it for...
I can't...
No, that's
for
the one
commercial.
from the Avengers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like that suit. I think it's fine.
It makes him look like Captain Puerto Rico instead.
Everybody even says that about the shield.
Yo, Captain Puerto Rico!
But another thing is that I would believe that given how the Marvel universe works, I would believe that that Steve would have to do PSAs for schools and that they are you make those required by the state to show the kids.
Hang on, I mean, I imagine
So
that,
does he
right?
do anti-drug messages now too?
But the thing is, hang on, does Tony Stark do, like, any PSA messages now, or no?
Do you want Tony Stark to give lessons to kids?
He's already doing that, isn't he?
Was he gonna give advice on sex ed?
Maybe how to deal with alcoholism.
Are you really gonna buy a PSA where Tony Stark tells you that drunk driving is bad? Are you gonna believe that?
Are you gonna buy a PSA where Tony Stark tells you talking while driving is bad? On your cell phone.
Or
No, he's gonna be at the end of the PSA. Remember, kids, don't do anything I would do. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. There's that gray area. Do that.
Now I know, kids, you screwed up. That's why you're in detention. I know your bodies are changing. I should know.
No, but hang on a second,
But
right?
you turned from a scrawny guy to a beefcake.
Hold on.
For the record, he's 80 years old or so.
Can we be real for a second and say, like, wait a minute, Captain America can't do any anti-drug push because he himself took steroids.
Super soldier serum.
Right?
But it wasn't pot or it wasn't heroin or I can't defend.
You're not defending this. I don't give a shit. It's steroids.
Well, with the super soldier serum, there apparently was a good thing with meth. I can't defend meth.
Did you just try to defend meth?
I can't.
Are you high?
I can't defend meth.
I think you're high.
I can defend marijuana. I can't defend meth. Meth explodes.
You're both. Okay, look, you're high. You need to stop.
Remember, kids, don't do drugs. But weren't you created by? Shut up.
Oh my god.
But yeah, again, go see.
Wasn't the Washington Monument built by slaves? I mean,
Yeah.
yo,
Enjoy the rest of the tour.
I know, right? That's pretty good.
But yeah, I think go see this movie. It does a good job of integrating itself to the MCU since we've been waiting for Peter Parker to be in the MCU for a long time. It gets it up to speed without going through the whole origin story. While a lot of the characters, they're okay, but Peter is of course, the focus, so he's the one with the most development. We don't really need development for Tony because we know who Tony is.
We know who Tony is, yes.
And of course, I mean, it's not as funny as, like, say, the past Spider-Man movies, but it's a start.
Oh, it's great, honestly.
It's a good
totally great movie. Totally. It's a really well balanced movie, I think. Another thing
And-
I do enjoy, though. Okay, can we talk about how Aunt May finds out who Spider-Man is?
What the? I swear, Aunt May, I'm just cosplaying.
That was the perfect ending to a Marvel movie.
Perfect. Like, he puts on the suit, he's like, yeah, I'm amazing, I got the suit back, and the Aunt May's standing behind him. What
eventually, she, in the comics, she does find out, but
the thing is, it's like,
that leads into a whole bunch of problems.
No, I mean, like, yeah, she finds out, right? But the thing is, it's how did she find out? You know what I mean? Like, there's a bunch of ways, like, she finds out, you know what I mean?
Just changing inside his room.
But that's gotta be the most comical. That's gotta be the best way. Of all the ways to be caught, you know what I mean?
I don't care if you had to fight the rhino, Peter. 9 o'clock is 9 o'clock.
Damn.
But yeah, go see this movie.
Oh yeah, the
thoughts?
only criticism I have about this movie, by the way, is that everyone in this movie is a fucking cougar.
I don't like how everybody's hitting on Aunt May.
She's like 40-something. I swear she looks old.
Oh yeah, that one dude at the restaurant. I totally forgot about him.
Like I
Holy
said,
shit.
dude, everyone in this movie is a fucking cougar, alright?
I was weirded out when Doc Ock was hitting, well, provided he was in Peter's body, was flirting with Aunt May. Yeah, comic books are weird.
Okay.
But I'm not used to anyone
Can we just get back to
flirting with Aunt May. I'm not used to it.
I swear to God.
And I read a comic where recounted Aunt May and Uncle Ben and Peter's parents' promiscuous adventures when they were teenagers.
Okay, look, let's not talk about that. I don't want any more thoughts about that. You need to stop. Hey, you on the internet. You need to stop drawing Aunt May porn right now. You stop.
The comic is called Trouble, and it's by Mark Millar.
Enough.
Tienes que dejar de hacer porno de Aunt May.
He even said it too, alright? In case you don't understand us.
Aunt May wanted to do Peter's dad wearing a Mickey Mouse suit.
Oh,
Eso tampoco va bien.
I actually want to puke.
No.
I want to puke. I need
Big kiss.
I need to puke. I'm so close to puking. Holy shit. I need to puke.
There you go.
Car, please.
The comic's called Trouble, written by the same guy who did Kick-Ass.
Okay, well, I mean, that explains so much. But anyway, back to the...
But yeah, go see this movie. This could be the start of a new, beautiful new series for Spider-Man. Again, I'm still sad that Andrew Garfield's not getting a shot, but Tom Holland,
Perfect.
You're good. You're good.
Perfect.
Definitive Spider-Man.
He's the perfect balance of nerd, but you know,
Not totally pathetic.
dude, that bod. I know. 15.
You can freaking roast steak on those abs!
All right, guys, that's all the time we have.
That's all I got.
Please comment, please subscribe. I hope to do more videos with these guys. If you would like to see that happen more often, of course, links in the doodly doo down there, Patreon, whatever.
And subscribe to me on YouTube. I try to put up montages every week for Titanfall, so please support me too. Thank you very much.
Bye, guys.